AFC South. Colts, the Titans, the Jaguars, and the Texans. Now, the Colts start off with the best odds here, losing their last game 26-11 to the Jaguars to eventually not be able to perform in the
Thanks,
playoffs.
Carson.
It was all on Carson Wentz. Pulled the plug on him and replaced Wentz with Matt Ryan.
Mr. Matthew.
They had the 7th best scoring margin, outscoring opponents by 86 last year, which I was surprised about hearing that, and is arguably possibly in the worst division in football right now when you consider the rest of this division.
The conference, maybe, but the NFC East is probably still that one.
Really? The Jaguars and the Texans?
Bro, the Jaguars are better than the Giants.
Yeah, definitely. The Jaguars are better than the Giants.
We'll get to them right now, too. But anyway, so they should be riding their season on Jonathan Taylor's shoulders. But for this one, best odds, my first kind of thing on that is
actually
I feel like they should
the
be
Jaguars
there, right?
might be better than the Commanders, too, because Trevor Lawrence did beat their quarterback, Carson. Carson.
Yeah.
So then that
I
one
think
would
you
be.
might be onto something, Stevie. I think you might be onto something there.
But let's get on to the Titans then. They were the number 1 seed in the AFC last year, had the 11th best point differential at plus 65. However, head coach Mike Vrabel had to basically overcome Derrick Henry, A.J. Brown, Julio Jones, injuries, and they also traded Brown for a first-round pick, which they had new Treylon Burks.
He had Carson Wentz in his back pocket last year, though. That's not happening this year.
That's not happening this year.
Carson Wentz threw up 2 games against the Titans and pretty much handed them the division, honestly, bro, if we're keeping it 1,000. Like, if he wins 1 game against the Titans last year, that race is a lot closer. But he didn't even do that, bro, because I don't know what Matt Ryan's going to do. Their defense is serious. He better come correct if he playing them, too.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan can't just be out there. Yeah, he better not act like that's Carolina out there.
Well, you also have to think about for the Titans too that, Derrick Henry is coming off of over 1,600 touches now. That's including the postseason. So we'll see what that does to his body. He's been having a lot of injuries lately,
and he's done it in like a short period of time too. Yeah.
Jaguars' Urban Meyer's embarrassing tenure after a 2-11 start comes to an end, of course, and then you have Super Bowl winning head coach Peterson. Doug Peterson is a new leader of the head coaching seat. Yeah. It's possible Trevor Lawrence can take a sizable leap in this next coming season. The Jaguars also added 4 different players with the top 75 picks in this last NFL draft. So, honestly, man, it's just another rebuilding season. I would say this Jaguars team not necessarily has any hope in the division. Hey, it's about them and having an improving year when it comes to Trevor Lawrence.
I think they could still be okay though.
I mean,
not playoffs, but I think they could be
I'd love to see how the connection between him and Christian Kirk works out, but other than that, man, that's
I just love to see how he's able to throw the ball without this Urban Meyer monkey off his back.
Improvement every year, and he has a pretty low bar to start off from. So let's see a productive year, and we'll go off from there. The Texans
be better than Daniel Jones.
I'll say that much. Yes. The Texans were also one of the worst teams in the NFL last year. As a result, they fired head coach David Culley. Remember, just a placeholder, so they can get on. Scapegoat really sucks. I replaced him with Lovie Smith. They had 2 top 15 picks in this year's draft. And then 3 more in the top 75 selections. So they're just rebuilding as well. In this division here, who you got? Seems like the Titans and the Colts are the only real options here. Get them to start with you.
I don't like both of these quarterbacks. I don't like both of these motherfuckers.
But they gotta be. One of them has to win.
But to be honest, I'm gonna go with the Colts only because I feel like the Colts got a better line and secondary than the Titans, and obviously better than the Texans and the Jaguars for sure. I feel like with DeForest Buckner, Maniac, good corners, good line, I think they're gonna win out that division pretty easily, in my opinion.
I'll go with the Colts as well. Big Jonathan Taylor guy, first round pick.
Fuck Ryan Tannehill.
I'll say this much though. When it comes to these Titans, Mike Vrabel might be able to pull out a lot of different wins and be able to just win games based off of his game managing skills.
I agree.
But with the Colts, you have Matt Ryan there. I think he's a big upgrade from Carson Wentz. Again, he's bringing in this old-fashioned football to most likely a team that just needs an extra edge to it. Based off of his resume, he's able to have this type of, I feel like, just image inside of that locker room. But ultimately, I definitely believe that these Colts can win the division pretty easily here, Stevie.
Looking at that schedule.
He's a schedule guy, man.
Because that shit matters, bro. And low-key, Titans have an easier schedule, too. But, well, honestly, because of the easier schedule,
I just feel like the Titans have holes.
AJ Brown's a big loss.
AJ Brown, okay.
AJ, Julio.
Derrick Henry, I mean, he did get injured, and when he came back from the playoffs, he didn't do too well. I'm not saying that his injury didn't linger, but I'm just saying
they
rushed him back.
It's not a good thing when you have that many touches, and then you need another full season that adds an extra game that he's not used to.
They rushed Derrick Henry back. The Colts would still win, though. Colts. Honestly, the defense is good. Well, they're a very good defense.
We got a unanimous.
Yeah, bro. I like DeForest Buckner. I like Darius Leonard. Darius Leonard's a monster out there, bro. I think they picked up Stephon Gilmore. They already have a bunch of corners.
And I forgot all about Stephon Gilmore.
The O-line's crazy. Michael Pittman's growing. He's going to continue to grow as a receiver. Matt Ryan just got to know his place and give Jonathan Taylor the fucking ball.
Yeah.